we're at a point, if you will, in terms of women in business, in terms of women in government and politically, to where we're saying, all right, we are making some progress. But the question is, are we making progress fast enough? And are we making it in all the areas? Many of you are familiar with the World Economic Forum's Gender Gap Report, which looks at the gaps between men and women in health, education, politics, and economic participation. And what we're seeing as we look at it overall, overarching, is that there are some real gains being made, fairly rapid gains being made in closing the gaps in education and in health between men and women, boys and girls, and all to the good. But what we're not seeing is the similar rapid closure of gaps in economic opportunity participation and political participation. I think many of us probably thought, if we get the girls healthy, if we educate the girls and the women, it will naturally happen that we will close the gaps for an economic opportunity, and it will naturally happen that the political participation gaps will close. What we're finding is that nothing seems to be natural, that things aren't closing as naturally as we thought. And in many places, for example, in business, you might say it's not an intake problem anymore, but it's an upgrade problem. Getting to the highest levels of leadership. And it turns out that there's a great deal more of an unconsciousness about how people think of who leaders are and what women can do and what men can do that are probably creating some of the headwinds that are slowing us down. So the real question therefore becomes is, how do we hurry history? How do we make things change more rapidly? And I think what you'll find is, as Nicole describes the project, the Gender Equality Project, this is going to be an excellent tool, an excellent approach to help us move more rapidly into the sort of places that we thought we were going to get to in time, in a time that we thought was going to be a little more timely than it is.